All right, people, we're back with another instructional video. Today we're going to talk about the secret to shooting good, consistent pool. And the secret is using throw. Well, what is throw? Throw is a property of physics whereby the first ball will transfer its spin to the second ball, and the second ball will spin in the opposite direction. So, for instance, if the 13 ball comes in like this, spinning, and strikes the 9 ball, the 9 ball will actually spin out like this. So why is this an important concept? Well, it's very important. How many times have you played and you've got a cut shot at about a 30, 40 degree angle, whatever, and you come in and the ball hits this point of this pocket, jumps over here and rattles like this and stays out? Well, had you been using throw, what would happen is the cue ball would come in spinning, spin the object ball in the opposite direction, and the object ball will hit the fat part of the pocket. In golf, golfers like to talk about when they putt, putting the ball into the pro side. Well, the pro side to a golfer is the top side of the cup. As the ball breaks, you want your golf ball to hit the top side because it has a tendency just to fall in. That's where professionals miss their putts. They miss on the top side. Amateurs miss on the low side because that's when the ball spins out. This is the exact same concept. If you hit this point here or the rail anywhere along here, the ball is not going in. If you hit the fat part of this pocket, we'll call it the pro side, the ball will fall right into the pocket. So let's just take a quick illustration. I'm going to use a 9 ball as a cue ball because then you can see the spin that I'm putting. I'm going to use outside spin. So when the cue ball strikes the object ball, the 13 in this instance, it'll have a tendency to not have it go in that direction, but to have it go more toward the end rail. And in this case, we're going to go toward the fat part of the pocket. So if you can see, I'm going to impart the outside left spin on this 9 ball, which will impart the opposite spin on the 13. And as you see, the 13 ball hit the fat part of the pocket, and it went in. It also works on the other side. I say outside spin because I'm having the ball come this way. If I had inside spin, the cue ball would hit off the rail and go that way. I'm using outside on this 15, and it's the same basic concept. In this way, you'll be able to make more of those cut shots and have fewer instances where the ball hits the side rail and bounces out or hits the point of the pocket and rattles and doesn't go in. Okay, in addition to using throw to shoot your cut shots down the rail, throw is also very good if just right out in the middle of the table. I'm going to have 2 examples here of, again, using throw to give me the best angle to go into that pocket at. So again, I'm using striped balls so you can really see. And you see how straight that 15 ball went into the pocket. It's like watching a rabbit go down a hole. They know how to do it the most efficient way possible, and this is the most efficient way possible in order to make these cut shots even out in the middle of the table. All right, another concept about throw that I want to introduce is a lot of people have problems with straight in shots. For whatever reason, it gets into their head and they end up missing the shot when, really it's you would think it would be the easiest shot. So using throw, you can actually make a shot that's straight. What you'll do is you'll spin the cue ball. You can use either left spin or right spin, it doesn't matter. And you'll aim toward the opposite end of the object ball because the cue ball will impart the opposite spin onto the object ball. And so it's actually possible to spin the cue ball and make a straight in shot. That's again using the concept of throw in order to make the shot easier for you. The last concept about throw that I want to address is making extreme cut shots using throw. Most people might take a look at this shot if I want to try to make that 13 ball over into that end rail pocket. Most people look at this and say, oh, that's a kick shot. But by using throw, by spinning the cue ball and imparting the opposite spin onto your object ball, you can actually make backwards cuts like this. Let's take a look. The only way you're going to make that shot is by using throw.